Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Did You Play? The show where I review some of the games that I used to play when I was younger. These are some of the games that I had the fondest memories of, and I'll be going back to them to see if they still hold up today. Now the first game that I'll be reviewing is The Movies. The Movies, made by Lionhead Studios, was released in 2005 for the PC. Now I picked this game up with the idea that I would be able to make movies with it. You know, putting down some NPCs, have them read a script and enact a scene. But what I got was so much more. Not only are you able to make your own movies, but the game actually gives you control over your very own Hollywood studio. You see, besides a nice tool to make movies, this game is also a business simulation game, kinda like Roller Coaster Tycoon or Zoo Tycoon. When you start a new game, you're dropped down at the start of the 1900s, when movies started making their first appearance. The first order of business is to build a few required buildings on your lot. You'll start off with a staff office where you can hire builders and janitors. These will build new buildings for you and will make sure that your lot stays nice and clean. You'll quickly start building a stage school, research labs and writers' offices. And before you know it, hopeful wannabe actors and screenwriters will flock to your studio to work for you. Alright Neil, so you wanna be an actor. Let me just pick you up here and... there! Actually, he looks quite pleased with himself. Screw becoming famous, I want to be a janitor. After building your first writer's office, you can put your writers to work to write a script for you. Or you can try your own hands at writing a script. When you do this, you're brought up to a special interface where you can click and drag pre-made scenes onto a timeline. You can then decide yourself which of your actors or extras shows up and where in the scene. Although the game doesn't allow you to control your own camera, most scenes do have multiple angles in which a scene can be filmed. An expansion pack was released where you could move the cameras, but it was never released in the Netherlands, so I never got to play it. If you rather let your typewriter monkeys write the scripts for you, then you can always focus on maintaining your company. The game offers a very large range of different buildings that you could put down on your lot, from stage schools, staff facilities and production offices, to movie sets, PR agencies and research labs. All these buildings have their very own unique effects. Be it from researching new props and costumes that you can use in your movies, to marketing your next upcoming big movie. Besides usefulness, your studio also has to look nice. Be sure to connect your sets and buildings to each other via paths, and make sure that there are plenty of decorations around the studio. The better your lot looks, the more motivated your people will be. Now I would be doing this game a disservice if I didn't mention the music. The game sports a large array of different soundtracks, either to the general overworld tune that's playing on the radio, or the tracks made specifically for your movies. They're all fantastically written, ranging from old western to futuristic sci-fi. If the game got anything right, it's the atmosphere of the movie industry, and the music is a very big part of that. Just listen to this. Now, as many of you might know, I'm a big fan of the little things. I think that the little things in games build the atmosphere and make the world more believable. Now this game is filled with charm. I especially like how you progress through the years leading up until modern day. The cars driving around your lot will become more and more modern, and so will the clothing that your actors are wearing. Not only that, but every new decade there's a new radio DJ suited to the time era. From an old-time 1920s newsreader to a smooth soul DJ in the 1980s. The Movies is one of those games which deserves to be way bigger than it really was. It never became a huge success, and they decided to only release the expansion pack in a few countries. Due to the lack of sales, it's very unlikely that we'll ever see a sequel to this game. Still, the game is a classic and well worth playing if you manage to pick it up somewhere. There might be some problems running it on Windows 7, but there are some handy solutions on the internet which will help you get the game up and running in no time. Thank you very much for watching the first episode of Did You Play? If you liked it, why don't you give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment in the comment section below. I always love to hear what you guys have to say. Now take care, and I'll see you on the next episode of Did You Play?